Hey guys, what's up? My name is Julene and welcome to my channel. So today I'm going to tell you a little bit about my trip to Greece. It was so much fun. And if you stick to the end, I'll share a few tips that'll help you on your trip. So come along.
It's a really nice day, living in the right space. Breathing your grace, got me feeling some kind of way.
Wait, the video's on?
I can't explain, but I'm feeling some kind of way. You know what you see is what you find. You just get the peace of mind.
Okay, so we started off our trip in Athens, Greece. Oh my God, the gyros. Okay, the first day we went to this place and I got a lamb gyro. Is it gyro? Let me also know if it's gyro or gyro. You can let me know, but regardless, the gyro was good.
Gyro? I'm gonna do that just to go there.
Thank you.
Yeah.
A lamb gyro.
What is this called again?
I really hope that I'm hungry, but I'm just
Pasticcio.
Pastillo.
Okay, we had a lamb gyro. I'm sorry, I'm just dreaming about that. It was so good. The first night we went to this restaurant called Dinner in the Sky. It was so cool. Okay, so for Dinner in the Sky, you're hundreds of feet in the air and you're on this like dinner contraption, and the contraption spins 360 degrees and you're seeing all of Athens right behind you. It's so beautiful. The Acropolis was lit up and it was just so nice. I was holding onto my phone like this because I didn't want to drop it. There is an unlimited drink minimum. Sorry, there's an unlimited drinks, and I was just like, no, I'm not having any more than 2 drinks because I didn't want to drop my phone, which, knowing me, is very likely. We had 7 courses. The food was okay, to be honest, but it was more so just being able to like have some wine, see the city, and have fun with my friends. There was like music playing. It was so much fun. That night after dinner, we ended up going to this hip hop hookah bar place. It was pretty cool. As the night went on, we had a lot of fun. So that was the first night. The second day, we ended up going on a tour of the city. One really cool part of the culture is when you go out to a restaurant, not all, but a lot of them, the chef will invite you back to the kitchen and you can pick out your own fish that he's gonna cook for you that day. So that was a really nice touch. We don't do that here in the States, and I thought it was really cool.
It's 5 in the morning, or no, 4:45. We have to leave for our ferry to go to the next island. We're gonna say goodbye to this place. Goodbye, Athens. It's been amazing. And this is Charles. Good morning. Say goodbye to Athens.
Okay, bye.
Okay, so that's it for Athens. Then we went on a ferry to go to the next island, which was Santorini. She's up there. So, say hey guys. We are waiting in line because we're about to head over to the ferry right now. And we're going to Santorini, so see you guys soon. Now, I'm gonna just stop right here and tell you a little bit about the ferries. So, I thought, ditzy me, that the islands were literally like a hop across the way. Like, not that you could swim to it, maybe you could take a canoe, maybe you could take a life vest, maybe you could take a floaty, You know, like I thought it was like, oh, hey, Demetrius, hi, how are you? How are you doing over there on that island that I can see? But no, you have to get in this big ship and go from island to island. It can literally take hours. So I didn't know that. We're going on this ferry, and I actually thought the ferry was gonna be like a dusty metal like tugboat where I'm getting like splashed like with water, but I was prepared, you know, I was down. I'm in another country, it's gonna be adventurous, but it was not like that at all. It actually was similar to being on a plane. Like there was luxury seats, you know, when you got inside. Let's say that when you got inside, because when we were outside, it was super ghetto, okay? There were like all these people lined up trying to get in at the same time. Like I literally felt like I was on the Titanic, like waiting for a boat, trying to escape the ship. Like there was people everywhere. Everyone was crowding onto the boat at the same time. People were just like throwing their luggage, trying to get their luggage on, and it was a lot. When we left, we ended up flying out of our last island, and we didn't do the ferries, which I'm so thankful for. But anyways, I digress. When we first arrived to Santorini, we checked into this beautiful resort. The island is not anything like Athens. Athens was very like city. Santorini, it was very much a quieter island with more intimate local things to do, which I really, really liked.
The rest of the Greeks are handsome men. That one is an ugly one. You can have it all.
No.
And you didn't see nothing yet. So, let me explain you first. Remember the story I was telling you in the bus about the half moon? One end is down there, the white houses. That's Ia. That's where we're heading next. Ia. And the other end is Akrotiri, down there. As you can see, the inner part of the half moon is the cliffside, what we call the caldera. The outer part is the beach side, which we are going to visit a bit later. Actually, just to know how you take your pictures, the poster was taken from that angle, the blue dome, the three dogs, and the volcano behind that. So, if you want pictures for your Facebook, you have to do it like this.
Yeah. Trying. Okay. Wait. Sorry, I'm gonna walk there.
If you feel lost, ask about the roads to the school.
But the highlight of Santorini was 100% the yacht party. We got to our point in the water, right? And everyone was daring me to jump off the boat. So I was like, I'm gonna jump off the boat.
Hold on. I got you in.
Ready? Set, go!
I actually wanted to jump off the boat. I probably would have jumped off even if nobody dared me to jump off the boat, because I just look for thrills. It's funny, if you look at this clip of me getting out of the water, in my mind, I'm like, What am I doing? Let me hurry up and get up out of the water. Oh my gosh, I have to live to see my mother after this.
Come on, Julie.
Great job! Julie! Let's go, Julie! The first girl on the boat!
So we just stayed on the yacht and watched the sunset. Okay, so the last island that we went to was Mykonos, and Mykonos was my favorite island. After leaving Mykonos, I for real said, you know, this is gonna be an every summer kind of thing. I'm just gonna have to save up and come here every single summer because it was beautiful. First of all, the water is just so incredibly blue. The water was blue everywhere we went in Greece, but it was just especially beautiful in Mykonos. The buildings were all white with the blue tops, those infamous white buildings with the blue tops, cobblestone streets. It was amazing. And I just loved all the character that was in Mykonos. It was by far the best island. When we were in Mykonos, we ended up renting these ATVs and we drove them around the island. That was a lot of fun. It was really scary. I was holding on for my life because I was really scared. When we were in Mykonos, we did get a villa for the entire group. So we got a private villa. Everybody got their own room. My balcony was beautiful. I was able to walk out on the balcony and see the entire ocean. We also had our own pool in the villa. So the very last night, I tried to get everybody to jump in the pool and have a big pool party. It was a fail. I was only able to get a few people in there at a time. Oh yeah, and then the last day that we were in Mykonos, we had a farewell breakfast. Myself and my friend Ari, we ended up cooking breakfast for the whole group and it was just so nice. Like, you guys have to go. It was so nice. Okay, so now for the tips. Here are some tips that'll help you when you travel to Greece. Tip number 1, you must get transportation. The island, okay, in Athens you can get away with no transportation and just using taxis. However, in Santorini and in Mykonos, you definitely need to rent a car. We had a car service pick us up anytime we went anywhere. You could even rent ATVs if you're gonna be on the islands if you don't wanna rent a car, but you will need transportation to get around. So make sure that you have that set up beforehand. I believe when we got off the ferries, there were places to rent cars, but definitely do your research ahead of time and make sure you get that squared away. The food is so good. Like, it's so fresh. So fresh. Like, when you leave a restaurant in the States, you're like full, you can't get up from your chair. Here, I felt energized, I felt refreshed, and the food was so satisfying. Like, I loved the food there. So much seafood. Having the seafood risotto, so amazing. They have this dessert called baklavash, and it's super sweet. It's like this honey and breading. There's all kinds of baklavash, but it was everywhere. There was baklavash everywhere. Tip number 2. Make sure that you exchange your money in the States before you get over to Greece. I say that because the exchange rates are extremely expensive when you get there, and you don't want to have to deal with that. There were a lot of times where I wanted to take a cab and they only took cash. So make sure that you have that exchange beforehand and don't wait until you actually get there to do so. It'll be really expensive at the airport, and it'll also be really expensive at any ATMs that are either near the airport or by any tourist spots. Tip number 3, COVID. If you are going to be traveling during anytime soon, really, because the world is crazy right now. You need to know all of the COVID restrictions for the country that you're going into. You need to, one, have a negative COVID test, or have your vaccination card. Actually, no, I think you also need your COVID test results and your vaccination card. And it has to be a PCR test. And then 3, you need to take this you need to fill out this entry form that just lets them know who you're going with, where you're gonna be. And if I can find that form, I'll link it below in the description box. So another thing, if you're gonna go from island to island, you will need your negative COVID test to get to each island. You need to take a COVID test to get onto the ferries or get onto the plane to get to each island. So that can be a bit of a hassle. So I recommend just choosing one island, Mykonos if you have to pick, choosing one island to go to and staying there, or you can do like we did and you can actually hire a nurse service to come to where you are, so you don't actually have to go there. They'll come to you and they'll test you right in your home, which was like amazing. So we were able to get that in order to get on the ferries to get to each place. We were supposed to meet up with a group in Athens, but we weren't able to actually meet up with them until we got to Santorini. This is because they did their COVID-19 test 72 hours before in their mind, but it wasn't 72 hours before they actually landed in Greece, because they weren't counting the hours that it would take on the flight there. So they wouldn't allow them to check in the States because they were off by like hours and weren't able to get on their flight. So just make sure that you are doing the math with your COVID test to make sure that you have it in the right amount of time, because if it's just a few hours off, they won't let you on. Okay, water. Water is a big one. Water in Greece is salty. I didn't know that. I guess it doesn't rain very much in Greece, and they've come up with this water system where it's kind of salted. So all the water that you use, shower, tap, is gonna be a little salty. So do not rely on that water for drinking. You must always make sure that you have extra water with you stored in your hotel room or your Airbnb or wherever it is you're staying. Because it's also hot there, it's so hot. So you're gonna need to just carry around water with you. I can't think of anything else to tell you, just that it was an amazing trip. I had so much fun. Like, I highly recommend that everyone go. It was really, really a blast, and hopefully I get to go next summer. And I hope that you guys learned a few things that can help you on your trip. Anyways, it was such a pleasure, and tune in next time. Bye.